So since our last show, a lot has happened in the Chiefs world. Obviously, we're talking about Travis Kelce, what his worth is, but also, the schedule came out, and I know the NFL kind of took another thing the NFL has taken and made it more of like a media, made a media storm around it. Like every day there was announcing a game or two, and then by day 4 of that week, they finally released the whole schedule. It's like, come on, just release a schedule. I don't want to do day by day. Let's just get to it. So first topic tonight. So obviously after the whole teasing of the NFL season, the Chiefs will be the first team. This is a crazy stat. Chiefs will be the first team in NFL history to start the season with 8 straight games against teams that had a winning record in the previous season. According to Sharp Analytics, the Chiefs have by far the hardest schedule in the NFL next season. And Vegas has set the Chiefs over/under wins for the following season for this season at 10.5. Last year it was 12 going into the season. So JD, what are your thoughts on this beast of a schedule that we got ourselves coming in 2022?
My thought is, the thing is you've been playing at high level, prime time, and you're gonna have prime time games. Everybody's gonna be swinging for you. So that is just the indication of the success you've had on the field, right? It's an indication of what you've been able to do in the playoffs, going to the Super Bowl. And so that's a great thing. It is. I think, to be honest, when I'm sitting over looking at the schedule, first 8 games, and I'm just looking up and down right here, and I'm looking Cardinals, Chargers, Colts, Buccaneers, Raiders, Bills, 49ers, and then, Titans. I mean, that right there is a smorgasbord of guys that's going to be in the playoffs, right? My thing is, I'm not as worried about it. I don't. I think, to be honest with you, the teams that we're playing, I think they got a lot of pressure on them too, right? Because you're playing the Chiefs. You're playing these guys. These guys are there at the pinnacle of the game, okay? And we understand that, the AFC had to go through Arrowhead for the past couple of years, to try to get to the Super Bowl. And so the thing is, you got to realize, look, these teams, they got to beat you, all right? They have to. I mean, the Bills, everybody's talking about Josh Allen. They got to still beat you, right? I mean, it's just, if you keep trying to down these guys as being great, this and that, look, you know what? Come in Arrowhead, or, we played with the Bills, and we'll see what you can do against Patrick Mahomes this time, okay? Same thing, Bucks. Time comes back, okay? We're going to go down there. We're going to get in the pirate ship. We're going to blow a couple of cannonballs ourselves, okay, in the end zone. That's where I look at it. So that's going to be another primetime game. Time's got to beat, Patrick, second time. These are like heavyweight bouts, right, that you're going to get at the first of the season. So I'm not really worried about it, man. I think with the amount of guys that we have, our coaching staff in general, okay, with the type of experience, I think we're going to be fine. I think we're in a great position. I think systemically, what we're trying to do with offense is getting the right guys in the right positions. And I think once we do that, we get them up to speed with the OTAs, with the training camp, I think we'll be fine. So I'm not really worried about it as much. It's going to be a tough schedule. But look, I don't think there's anybody on the schedule that we can't beat. I really don't. So I'm not really worried about it as much. It is going to be tough. But I think if you do these things early, right, test the metal early, it'll put you in a better position later on. Like, okay, look, we've done that test. We done went through like the hard part of it. We had the hardest schedule. We're going to win and start, wearing on teams. Hey, when it comes, playoff time to the end of they're going to be ready. They're going to be battle tested. And so I think these guys, man, they're going to do well.
Over under set at 10.5. You have over 10.5 wins?
Oh, definitely. Absolutely. 10.5 to me is just that's disrespectful. I just don't think when they say 10.5, I'm just like, man, they are still disrespecting the Chiefs. I just look, I get Tyreek is gone. We lost Honey Badger too. But I still forget we got 15 in the room. We got Kelce, right? Well, Kelce, we got Hardman, we got MVS, we got Juju, we got CEH, we got Rojo, we got guys. We got the best O-line in the AFC. Now, our defense, we got some new guys on there. They're younger. They're going to be faster, especially in the secondary. They're going to hit harder. than we had before, I don't think we have really a lot of questions. I don't. I think that what it's going to be is the time frame that we get everybody ready. So 10.5 to me is just disrespectful. I think that we win at least 13 games. Mm-hmm. If we don't win 13, 12 is going to be, that's going to be the one like, okay, maybe 12. But losing more than that, I don't see. I don't see it at all. Because somebody's going to have to come through Arrowhead. And look, that everybody knows that's just a tough place to play, period. But I think, man, we win 13 games. That's where I'm at with it, 13.
Just to have fun with it. Win the division too?
Oh, yeah, definitely. I mean, that's a given. I just think some of the, obviously because it's a long season, maybe you lose a game here because you're trying to save guys, or maybe somebody gets hurt. I don't know. But as far as winning the division, no doubt about it. I mean, I don't. There's nobody that I fear. I don't think anybody in Kansas City fears, any of those guys you're looking at. And they got great teams. They got great teams. But I don't think what they have on their team is better than our team. I don't think their Joes are better than our Joes. I don't think their coaching staff is better than our coaching staff. And I think right there, that's gonna be the ticket. I think that's gonna be one that puts us over top of everybody else, just because of the guys that we have, making sure the guys are in the right position. And they look, our guys are gonna do a great job with that. So I don't mind it. Come on, man. Winning position, yeah, division, absolutely.
All right. And just as far as the 8-game stretch, I know you mentioned the 8 games there. I've seen a lot of people say, if we come out of the 8-game stretch at 5-3 or 6-2, we're going to be in great shape. But where do you have us in that 8-game stretch? What is your of those games? So where do you have that record of those 8 games?
In the 8-game stretch, if I'm just looking at it, I don't know. Potentially, you could easily do 6-2, 7-1, easy. And I'm just looking at, if you don't play a good game against somebody, that might be the turning point at the end of the game. Like, they got us at the end, right? Mm-hmm. So, other than that, I mean, Cardinals we could beat, Chargers we could beat, Colts we could definitely beat, Buccaneers we could definitely beat, Raiders definitely beat, Bills definitely beat, 49ers definitely beat, Raiders definitely beat. Come on, man. Yeah. Who are we afraid of? I mean, honestly, who are we afraid of? I don't see anybody on here, and we just got to be like, woo, man, God, leave, man. I don't see nobody like that. I just don't. So, it's just, but it's football. It's NFL football. All these guys are good. All these guys are great. So we just got to bring our A game every single week. If guys are prepared, if guys are, coached up like they should be, which I know they will, when you go into the game and everybody's understanding about their assignment, what they need to do, Chiefs are going to be fine. They're going to be fine.
Yeah, I honestly, I agree with you on a lot of your takes in this whole thing. I think that I feel like the NFL or the odds makers and a lot of these talking heads out there, it's like almost like they've forgotten that we lost Tyreek Hill and we lost Tyrann Mathieu, but everything else is still intact. Whereas people are trying to make the argument, they're not going to win their division this year. The Raiders have a new coaching staff and a new front office. Yeah. The Broncos, new coaching staff, and they brought in Russell Wilson. So these are guys who have to get acclimated to a whole new city, a whole new team, and everything. The only team I'll say that has a legit shot as far as competing for the division with us is the Chargers, just because continuity. That entire team is back.
Right.
And then and it's us. The other two teams are outliers because we don't know what we're getting from them. People want us to talk about unknowns from us. We lost Tyreek Hill. I'm not knocking Tyreek Hill, but overall, our entire receiver room is a lot better than it was last year, top to bottom.
Yeah.
But there's not a lot of unknowns. We know this team. This is the same team that we've had.
Right, and I think that's going to be the challenge. Challenge on offense is, getting all those guys to gel together, right? And usually when you introduce a new system to these young guys, trying to get them up to speed is going to be kind of the issue, right? Because MBS is in a new system, Juju's in a new system, Skyy Moore's in a new system. And so these guys who haven't been in this is going to be learning. But I know they got great teachers. They got great coaches. And so I know the coaches are going to get them ready. They're going to get them prepared up to speed. And the guy, of course, throwing the ball to him, look, that's the guy you want behind you. That's the guy you want throwing the ball to you. So he's going to throw darts. He's going to make sure that he's going to put the ball on you. And so you got the best quarterback in football. So I think, to me, to be honest with you, that learning curve, as far as getting everybody up to speed, just understand the offense, systematically is really going to be the challenge. But other than that, man, offensive line set. Running backs, cool. Tight ends, bet. Like you said, up and down the wide receiver room, we're better. We're better. And so I think all those guys are going to get together, gel together, what they need to be, or how they need to do it to be successful.
Yeah. Yep. And I think one thing that in learning from you guys on the show is, always talk about continuity. And I think the continuity aspect from the other, the two of the four teams in the division, it's not there. For entirety, it's not there yet. We don't know what we're getting from Denver. We don't know what we're getting from the Raiders. So for people to even bring them up in the conversation, it's like, well, pump the brakes there, I think.
Yeah, that's always the hardest part. The hardest part is always when you talk about the continuity and consistency, especially when they got a new quarterback in, right? You got to learn, what he does, and Russell's got to learn what these guys can do. And so, same thing, San Diego. Yeah, it's going to be a team, but I think we're just up and down the board. We're just better than those guys. Period. So, Justin Herbert he's not Patrick Mahomes, right? No, but just okay. Listen, you let him come and have a conversation let him sit down, play a position. We'll see what he can do. Okay. And then, of course, the Raiders, like you said, new staff, it's going to take some time. And it's going to take some time. They got some boys over there, but it's going to take some time. It really is. So,
yeah. But yeah, and we have 5 primetime games, so it's gonna be fun to watch our guys under the primetime lights on and I think our first one's with Thursday night, week 2 against San Diego. So
Thursday night. Yeah, I think the boy T Gun's doing it, man, for Prime. That's the Prime TV is what they're doing. I think they're gonna kick off their season, man. It's gonna be man, fireworks. Can't wait.
If Gonzalez is doing that, it's good luck for our guys, I think.
Yes, sir.
Hi, everybody. Thanks for watching. Subscribe here to get the latest from the show. Also, be sure to check out the best clips from Chief Concerns. And if you prefer to listen to the show, subscribe and follow us on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, and anywhere else you get podcasts.